When you're divorcing a narcissistic spouse, there is a lot you have to think about. There's so much going on. How to deal with your kids, how to deal with the court system, all the things the narcissist is trying to do to sabotage you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what your most important job is during this time. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a high conflict divorce coach, a divorce mediator, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are right where you are, stuck in a toxic marriage to a narcissistic spouse or already engaged in a contentious divorce from one. All right, so are you ready for your number one job? When you are divorcing a narcissist, here is the most important thing you have to do. It is create contrast. I'm going to explain what I mean by that, but that is the thing that should always be your driving force. So, first of all, you want to create contrast in the court system. You want to show, not tell, the court how you're different from the narcissist, right? You can go on and say, he does this and he does that and he always says this and he always does that. They're not going to hear it because that's what everybody says. That's what they hear all day long. And that's what the narcissist is saying about you. So they don't know who's lying. They just assume that if he's so bad, you're probably that bad too. Because there is this saying in divorce court that elephants don't marry giraffes. So if one person is such a bad person, such a bad guy or such a bad woman, then probably that's who they married as well. It's your job to show that in your case, an elephant did marry a giraffe. You are not like the narcissist. You do not manipulate and gaslight and control, lie, cheat, steal. You are not that, but saying it isn't going to work. You have to show it. And it doesn't happen overnight. You have to constantly show up as your best self. You have to show the court time and time again that you adhere to the orders, you show up on time, you turn things over when they're required, you're polite, you're professional, you dress appropriately, you don't speak out of turn, you are always doing the right thing. This is going to separate you from the narcissist in the eyes of the court, because you know what they're going to do. They're not going to obey orders. They're going to make excuses. They're going to delay. They're going to feel entitled to say whatever they want or speak out of turn or dress however they want. You know, all those little clues are going to let the court see who's who. You also have to create contrast for your kids to see the difference between you and their other parent. So when the other parent is disparaging you, disparaging your family, telling them things about you that aren't true, not showing up on time, saying they'll call and then not calling, or saying they'll be at a game and not being at the game, all those things that the kids are going to see from their other parent, it's really important for you to be the contrast to that. For you to do what you say you're going to do, be on time, don't let them down, always be there for them. Also, it's very common for the kids to come to you, well, depending on their age, but to say, well, Dad says this, and you say that, and both of those things can't be true. So who's telling the truth, right? Now you're not going to say your dad's lying. You're just going to say, well, that's up to you to figure out. If you've been the one who never lies and Dad has a record of lying to them, it's not going to be hard for them to guess who's telling them the truth. Also, if you're disparaging the other parent, your child sees that as saying that they're half bad. So when if you were to say your father's a piece of crap, they're hearing you're half a piece of crap, right? So they are half their other parent, and disparaging the other parent is disparaging your child. That's how they see it. So it's really important for you not to say any, even when the other side is saying all kinds of horrible things about you. It's going to work in your favor for them to do that, actually work against the other parent eventually. So you take the high road, stay the course, and keep up creating this contrast between the other parent. This doesn't happen overnight, right? It's not like you can just do this once and it takes effect. This is a long game. This is something you have to stick to over and over. I mean, it shouldn't even be something that you're making a choice to do. This should be your integrity. Should be how you act all the time. Just don't waver from it because you're feeling attacked. So time is on your side. It takes a while for the court to see this. So the longer this is dragged out, the longer the narcissist drags this out in court, which is what they love to do, right? Because they love motion practice and being in court and showing up and the whole spectacle and the drama and all that. So the longer this goes on, the more opportunity you have to show this contrast. This is such an important part of the journey of divorcing a narcissist that I created a t-shirt that you can wear that will remind you to stay on course. It says, currently creating contrast. There will be a link below where you can order one for yourself. If you're struggling to not disparage the other parent and not call out in court all the things you want to say about your narcissist, and you need some help with that, then you can book a call with me. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get right on my calendar. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.